on the side of Fnatic. They've got themselves the site. The remaining 4 players are completely isolated. You can see a blast pack going in to try and clear some of the closer angles, but realistically, getting back in on that choke is going to be very difficult.
Yeah, Boaster up on top is not going to last all too long in this one, and Fnatic, they quickly crumble.
Okay.
G2, all the kills roll in their way. Derke wants to go out of that smoke. They could be defusing, but they're content to just leave it because the snake bite's in play. But now, the 1v1 develops. Derke spotted inside of Hookah. He wants to swing on this. He spotted the player isn't defusing. Now the tap comes in, but Derke's already out wide, taking it 1-0. Fnatic.
He's got eyes in the back of his head, Mitch.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's a little bit of nasty aim from Doma to shut down the push of the pistols up close. And so far, no losses for Fnatic. Doma, 20 HP, still challenging. There's a weapon dropped. But, of course, when your teammate's got that ghost, he can just upgrade for free. It's not the biggest of deals. We'll see if Keloqz can get that extra bit of damage and really make it worthwhile in this round. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay. Already a successful round considering what they brought in. Anything from this point forward would be a huge bonus, but it would have to be a headshot from Keloqz on 34 HP. He'll be quickly dealt with, and indeed he will.
Even better, I guess, if he takes down Mystic, and then there's no more Viper utility. He can already see some of it being lined up. First, it will go his way. Seekers even popped just to give the rest of his teammates, and he's just taken over this round. Already coming up with 2 kills. AvovA alongside to clean things up, and now Derke, he needs a miracle. But this is exactly what this man can pull out. A 3rd kill already in this round. A rifle to be retrieved, and you know what? He's already going to get that 1v1 Koldamenta, maybe taking a little bit of a risk, but it will eventually be closed out by G2. Far more costly than they probably would have liked, but you know what? They get the job done.
Well, Tom, we're all good to go here. And now he's just tucked inside, a thorn in the side if you want to move into Hookah. Keloqz good for 1 to flash out, but Hookah's already been obtained, and he almost gets dropped because of it. Magnum and Mystic make sure it happens in the end. Now the site is theirs. The plant could come in, but the orbital strike still online. Could be massive, and here it comes. All down from the sky as Mystic swings to try and deal with AvovA. He can't get it done, and there's barely any time to get a plant. Magnum has to get it quickly, and with that kill taking too long, and indeed not even going his way, the round will fall to G2. And having already taken down Boaster, they won't expect Magnum to be sat here inside that poison orb and ready to fire away, but he still doesn't get it done. Mystic already burned up his utility, so he goes forward, and here's Derke on the Hunter's Fury, but there's just too many players alive. They're gonna rush him down and take him out. Well handled by G2 from the get-go. From G2 because they want to get that res online, but here's the orbital strike, not actually in on time to get the kill. So they've gotten away with the res, now trading into a 4v4, and somehow Nukkye doesn't manage to hit that. It looked like it was dead on to me.
They're going back though.
Yeah, controlling the elbow, it's hard for you to even sneak behind him because it's such a choke point of an angle. Derke is even the one holding up close, and having a different player hold it is just so valuable because even if he dies, Viper's Pit doesn't fall down. Doma just closes that out inside of Hookah, and Nukkye has to save. A 1v3 up against Viper's Pit, up against the utility of shock darts, mollies, and snake bites that's still online. There's literally no way you're winning that without teammates to help you out. And so we will end up 3-3. We will be tied up. And this clash of giants maintains a very solid early foundation for both teams. This is pretty much neck and neck
to set up some of that utility. In fact, this time we've actually witnessed Mystic use some of those snake bites a little bit more aggressively. They're not setting up for the afterplants. They're trying to hold on to the control. The timing couldn't have been better for Nukkye though. He's going to find one on the entry. Keloqz alongside him, and it puts it into this 2 versus 3 scenario. But they need to find these remaining couple of players. One goes down, but it's only the trades, and another round comes onto the board for Fnatic. They need it. It's already going to be easy openers though. So far the pistol's not really achieving much whatsoever. Now there is again a flank coming from Keloqz, who's going to look to try and maybe sneak a kill or 2, earn an ult point. We know how quickly you can earn Sky's ultimate. And see, this is the thing. I know that AvovA lives Valorant. Like, it's just all day. His stream doesn't go down unless he's playing a professional match. I don't know how he manages to keep that level of energy up all day.
both sites in half, not giving away their intention of which site they want to move towards. And Mixwell, oh, he is in trouble. There goes the snake bite, though. That's going to buy him a lot of time. In fact, it's going to guarantee that they can't push him down, but he can't get out of there either as he eventually goes to cross, and Doma shuts him out, then waits for the TP and manages to take Keloqz down. 4 versus 2 in a matter of seconds. The control has flipped heavily into Fnatic's hands, and they still haven't committed to a site. They have the ability to go back, and in fact, it's going to only be one player defending each of these. G2 very split right now, and Koldamenta in trouble. Oh my god, that's stun right onto him. The flash doesn't catch him. He's reset. Oh, they're not even going to clear him properly, and they almost end up losing more than just one player. AvovA snuck onto the side too. They might think he's on A. The flash is there, but they still don't know that he's in position. This could be huge from AvovA. The timing seems to have caught them off guard, but there they go. They get the good timing. They spot him on the backside, and now it doesn't seem like he's going to get a lot done.
He needs some sort of miracle to bring this one home now, especially with the positioning of the remaining players. You can see a bit of a fallback. He's trying to bait them into peek. You can see Doma, I was going to say jump spotting, but he actually just goes for a full-on peek in the end.
Are we getting the award to AvovA get a trophy? The first man to actually buy a Stinger in VCT, I think. And he has not had a good time with it. Rolling, thundered, orbital strike, and shot by Mystic. But Nukkye, he's creeping up behind. There's very little time left. 10 seconds on the clock. Nukkye actually manages to stop that spike line, get some kills. And G2, they're way back ahead. The spike's on the floor, and it's done. They've actually won it with the pistols.
Like, you're trying to run through all these different traps that have been set, an obstacle course put up just to try and get to the bathrooms, and it's not happening. That was excellent, and that's what we know, as said, Fnatic for. Like, they are constantly innovating this game. Now, for now, it's some exits. They've managed to bring this into a 2 versus 3, but the time is too far gone. There's no real chance for Mixwell to do anything. Considers using a snakebite just to try and hold the remaining players in, but they have gone in the other direction.
And there's the Viper's Pit. That's going to allow him to spray pretty much for free with his Phantom. He gets the one, but then shut down right after. Mixwell through the smoke trades it back, and this is winnable yet again. Hunter's Fury online for Fnatic. That's going to help them in the post plans. They need to be very, very careful. Actually, look at the HP on these G2 players. If they don't take too much damage in the initial fight, they can still tank the Hunter's Fury. So Doma needs to get something done here, or the round is going to fall apart. There's the Hunter's Fury popped. Doma knows now that they're both off the spike. He's being pushed down on and loses out the duel. Derke needs to peek wide. He's got 33 HP, no time and no life anymore because Mixwell's brought a big 4K into the last round of the half.
Fnatic know what's going on.
30 seconds
left. Yeah,
left.
they've got that information to play with, and Boaster in a sneaky position. If Mystic fires off, even if he doesn't, Boaster's going to catch them off guard. Good for one to start it off. Doma with another, and they walk right by Mystic, but luckily it gets checked still by AvovA, and another fallen player. It's Magnum all alone. Aftershock to work with here, and he's going to pop it out. AvovA needs to move out of the way, and he's got barely any time. 6 seconds on the clock. Magnum is just running it down. No time anymore. He has to find the fight. He has to run after. In the corner, Magnum will just about get away with it. 8-5, the last second, and he finds the kill. An ambitious play, we will say. Oh, the shock dart with the flash. Good night, sweet dreams. Keloqz is out of here. Still, no player dropped over on the Fnatic side. They're doing well. And it looks like they might finish that way. Indeed, a flawless round from Fnatic. Putting 9 on the board and making sure that they can definitely play a bonus round coming into the next.
Yeah, as said, this is something that impressed me even when we were looking up against the likes of Gambit, which...
Oh, wow. Okay, the firing squad off the bat. And I don't know how Derke survived as long as he did. One way to make weaker weapons work, but a good trade by G2 to pull it into the man advantage. Now remember, Fnatic's goal here is to get probably 3 kills.
It leaves seconds left to get that spike down, but the remaining 2 players shouldn't be able to do anything about it with the current spot, and Mixwell just blocking off, making sure there's no opportunity for the remaining couple.
Yep, exactly. The 1 versus 4 is unwinnable for Magnum right now, and the round goes to G2. This round is making me very happy because there was no secret back in the beta days up until the end of G2's reign that I wasn't a fan of how they played necessarily. I think their mid-round was incredible, the way that they worked off each other, but the lack of cohesive structure always hurt me. Looking at this here, G2's plan, they've done something that we always critique teams for ignoring, which is Fnatic love to take bathroom control. They love to fight for this because of the orbs, especially with this composition. When you can get the orbital strike, the rolling thunder, these ults online are so valuable. But G2, after a bullet, I feel like it's an Easter egg. It just seems like such a random thing to be random. And indeed, as it gets hit at the orbital strike, it goes back to its blue color. And so does the kill feed. Magnum taking himself a quick double and punishing G2. They're on site, and they've got the spike planted. That res going to be challenged right away, but it goes towards G2's favor. AvovA answering up onto Boaster, but now he's trapped and being hunted by the Spectres. He will be eliminated, and Mislic left in the 1v1. Doesn't know that Nukkye is so aggressive in holding that angle. Putting 8 on the board for G2.
That would be one of the biggest statements you could ever make coming back into the VCT. So I am excited. Hello. Free kill for Mixwell. I feel like he's just been annoying in this second half. Just lurking around on that Viper, creating problems, and then they just teleport away. And Doma, he's left on his own. And with how good he is with this Sheriff, I'm almost a little bit disappointed that, oh, there's someone waiting in the teleporter. I think he expects it, tries to even pre-fire one of the walls, but he's going to be caught off by his doppelganger.
Orbital strike not online, sadly. That could be a huge difference maker if it was. But Mixwell, look at this, sneaking on in. Oh, he's going to actually catch off one, and now the Hunter's Fury has to be cancelled early. Or no, in fact, it's going to be a free kill. Mixwell just charging forward. Boaster wants to try and deny the plant, but he can't get it done. A 2-man advantage for G2, plus post plants. Fnatic want this round, but it's just not possible anymore. Mystic pretty much has to save at this point. Surely he doesn't go for this.
Well, it looks like he's giving it a go. Already taking a play into the site. He's been held off at least by the snake bites for a second. And Keloqz is in behind to just put that final nail in the coffin.
Giving away the fact that there is still control here, and they're rotating. They're fully committing to this, Tom. G2 love their mind games, but there's still 2 guys in position. Fnatic haven't been so... What was that? What? I mean, he can see him on radar, I guess, but that was disgusting. And now Magnum, go on, get him through the smoke as well, Mixwell. He's just having one of those rounds. He's tagged him up massively, and he just keeps on going, man. The wall protecting him from the flash. God. He's on for the ace, and he's gonna get it done as well. Mixwell.
Wow.
And now we're looking damn good. The plant in for G2. Mixwell keeps going, man.
No.
Somebody stop this guy. He's trapped under heaven and still good for a third. Out for more. And robbed of an ace purely by his teammates getting kills. They're in a pretty shaky spot economically, with G2 only needing 1 more of these attack rounds where they've looked so damn good.
Oh, it almost feels like the Jaws theme should be playing right now. He's being hunted. Just down from behind. Is he going to check? Easy stuff for Mix. 9 kills in 2 rounds. Wow. This could be... How does he know? He didn't even check anywhere else. Just swings straight out. Mixwell again. God. He's just on fire. I think that's his 30th kill in this game, dominating Fnatic, and now it's left Derke down to just 16 HP, a 12 HP even, a 1 versus 5. This is done. Bind for the 2nd time ever in Fnatic's history with this roster is going to be taken away by what is a brand new G2.
And Mixwell to get the final kill. It suits. It really does fit the series. Wow. 31 kills to close.
He definitely seems to have a decent idea. In fact, even just seen a paranoia fly past. Derke going to take the initial engagement, leaving Doma to try and fight back. But it's very calm and collected again. Just trading efficiently. Already utility just being spammed onto the site, trying to get as much as they can to block off this push from G2. And you know what? Magnum, he's going ham. He's found 3 kills. Just quickly closing this as Mystic comes along to find 1 more. It's gonna be the round going the way
seeing when it comes to Haven. The rest of the changes, I'll hold my breath on that. I still like Sky a lot more than I like Sova, but we'll see how it rocks. For now, oh, that's a risky peek by Magnum, and although the rest of the kills seem to be going their way, damage is done here for G2. If they can get one more kill out of it, it would have been a nice round, but they don't. And as Derke only had, I think, a ghost coming into that round, he should be able to pick up a weapon. I guess he already has one.
Something else as well is that
I've got your trail.
well, it's been spotted, that's for sure. We're going to see the Seekers once again thrown out. This time, Koldamenta manning that agent. Magnum in the corner, but he's left so unbelievably blind. The execution clearing most, if not all now, of the defenders. And while Derke, he just has to hold on to this, because you mentioned, like, okay, potential for the Blade Storm. It has to be added as well that is one of the ultimates that has become more expensive. Like, it's a lot... Well, it's a lot more inaccessible for a lot of these players, especially in the amount of rounds.
Saving this is essential, first of all, but also very risky buying it in the first place. If you lose it, your bonus round now leaves one of your teammates with no weapon to play with, essentially. About to put through the little tiger, and it already baits Magnum out of the open. He was peeking to see what was going on. Doma domed through the door. The 4 versus 2 remains. G2, they've got some pretty impressive control right off the bat. Koldamenta's flash covers the crossover, and that's not the ideal time to take the astral form. Mystic's all alone. His one shock dart, he sold the other so he could buy this Phantom. And well, he's being spotted as well, so the information there to play with for G2. Although he baits them out into at least being able to take that back fight, they're too quick to swing. This is...
Well, unless you're going to be hitting some pretty impressive shots with the Sheriff, you're probably not winning that battle.
I think you've just challenged Fnatic now, Tom. The G2 fans might be mad with you in a second. There's the first for Derke. He's known to be down below, but ready for the jump. 2 on the board. But only 2 players remaining for Fnatic right after AvovA's cleared out, and Boaster now remains undetected. The smoke actually covering him. He's able to take himself almost a double. One more bullet in the magazine, and Keloqz was in a lot of danger. And he still is. With low HP and Mystic having a Vandal, this can definitely go towards Fnatic. Even the drone to play with just to clear out this smoke in the close corner.
He's got... Oh! Looking like an opportunity for a free kill, but instead just trying to almost find these picks. AvovA looking to try and bait him out with the pistol. It's going to be the peek. The first goes his way. The swing was a little bit trying to hunt down Nukkye, who will pop his heels. The res even coming through to turn this back into a 4v4. What was looking strong might turn back, but Derke is attempting to do all this all on his own. Doma's ult is killed off, and still an opportunity for G2.
Another kill for Derke, putting 4 on the board. AvovA in with a big kill. That nano swarm, it doesn't matter that it's missed because Mixwell swings on it, and as the Killjoy ult pops, Mystic is alone. A miracle round from G2. AvovA going huge to put them back in a spot where they can win it and put 4 on the board. After Derke's valiant attempt, finding every kill along the way, they won't get the round.
I think we might be seeing a Blade Storm, Mitch.
It's kind of looking that way, isn't it? Keloqz, oh, double Blade Storm battle, but Derke uncharacteristically misses the right click. That's a big advantage for G2. Fnatic not having a lot to play with here. Mystic on the saved weapon, only good for 1. And this is another G2 round, putting it 5-2, unless there's a miracle up either Doma or Magnum's sleeve.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we got there. It's fine. Just forget the first 6 shots. It's only the last one that matters. And Doma, well, Doma does it in 1, of course. He's just showing off. He doesn't need too many bullets. It doesn't matter though, because AvovA's there again.
It seemed like a powerful start. There on the back foot.
That wall leaving just a slight gap could be everything. Never mind, Koldamenta just gets ball banged by Derke. No heroics this time, and Fnatic, they'll stick the retake this time around. Potentially looking to try and retrieve some extra weaponry. They are going to make sure that that operator will be continuing into the next round, and even going to farm up an extra ultimate orb as well to make sure Doma can have that run it back as soon as humanly possible.
Oh, here we go. That's one way to go about it. Cosmic Divide comes into play. Keloqz tries to gain some ground, but he can't, and they're just waiting. come on in, trickle in. The flash is in play. Doma out through it. Great work from him in this round. A shadow step up above being spotted, and it doesn't actually get it and taken down. I don't know how, but it's Mystic in a 1v2. He's run onto site, taken one and almost the second. But Nukkye closes 6 on the board for G2. When you have a player who feels that kind of confidence, you can't sit back and say, oh, you made the wrong decision, so you died. You got to just do it if you're feeling it. Sometimes you got to take it off of feeling and not logic. And right here, we're seeing that from AvovA, who's just gotten rezzed. He's back up in the round.
If he can kill off this final man, look at the time. There's only 25 seconds left. Mixwell was the man making the plays in the last round. Now what do the rest of G2 do? They just have to go barreling into this site. The site where Fnatic are slowly swarming in. Magnum looking to do it all on his own as he spams through that smoke. But AvovA comes back quickly with 2.
Between them, down to a hair's width, and Boaster. A little bit of trouble there. He could have gotten some damage, but the squids provide the cover. And the plant not going to go in all the way, actually. They've had to back out. And here comes the Blade Storm from Derke, in for 1. And up above, deterring any further mid-push. What was former... Oh, Magnum, he just got caught with the knife out, but it looks like he's good to go. And now AvovA isn't anymore. Down to a 2v4, and the advantage sits comfortably with Fnatic, even after that one. You're looking for 7 on the board here and now, and lockdown to play with Bladestorm popped. Things are looking pretty good on their side. And there we go with a straight out push onto the site, fully blinded up. Keloqz, 1 knife left. Oh, AvovA's stolen it away. That means the Bladestorm's gone, but he's managed to get a Phantom for his troubles. And with the plant coming in, that's a heavy advantage. Lockdown post plant. Oh, that doesn't look good for Fnatic. But with that kill, if they can up the pace. Never mind. I was going to say they might be able to get there before it's popped, but they won't. Now time is their biggest enemy. Oh, well, that's one way for it to go. AvovA has just torn them a new one yet again.
If you can get up on it, of course.
Oh, wow. Come on. Mixwell getting charged on Keloqz.
That was a low blow.
Oh, not able to get too much done. And then this is looking like it's going to be Fnatic with the pistol yet again, rolling in it. But AvovA's still alive, and he's creeping up behind them. He's got the timing. No one's checking it. Here we go. They come back, and no one looks that way either. AvovA, luckily, he's only able to get away with the 1 kill, leaving Koldamenta down to do it all.
I think he'd have to basically double his kills in this round alone if he was going to take this pistol home. I can't say I'm much of a believer in that, and it will be, again, 4 for 4 now.
Magnum going to play a lurk role in this round as the A side's going to be hit, but this is dangerous. These pistols really thrive when they catch you in an individual fight, and as Magnum comes up behind, it looks like he'll get the timing and get the free kill, but the trade is there immediately. AvovA looking too clean with that Sheriff in play. The man advantage sits in G2's favor even still, and now AvovA's got a weapon to play with, and you do not want to face him when that's the case.
Turret out.
Cover going out.
The push. About to come back in. An advantage available. Doma quickly diminishes it down. In fact, he's got Boaster alongside him. It's left to Mixwell. Tanked a little bit, but 2 players to find and not a lot of time to do it. Retrieves the Spectre at least and might be able to isolate the duel, but the swing was there anyway from Mystic. It's close with the force buy, but more importantly for Fnatic, they convert it. Manning that operator if that is the case. Still gives the freedom to Keloqz to do the work on Jet. Already, we're going to see that diffuse tap, but they're quickly burning, not only from the bullets, but from the flames placed down, making things a real struggle. The spam of pretty much every single one of these players is going to make things tough. Still, players being lost at least. Another kill for Derke, though, puts this one almost indefinitely to Fnatic, but they are making things incredibly costly.
And the smoke up top stops AvovA from harassing, but he still gets one done. That's literally meant to stop him doing that, and he still gets one from around the edge. The flash is good, but the backside, oh! It wasn't checked for a second, but Doma still walks away with 1 and info. That's pretty huge at this point. They haven't committed to the site, though.
Yeah, we've actually seen the Seekers thrown out, so that will at least gain a little bit of extra info. So will the Tiger as it stuns up Magnum, and AvovA's got another one to add to his tally. A spray down of 4 now, leaving just Mislic alive, and sure, it will be stolen away by Nukkye, but...
Look at the patience. But while he waits and hopes that Magnum overpeaks, Magnum's got himself tucked away all the way down on C long. He'll wait for the sound cue and swing, and it seems next to impossible that he loses this. Keloqz will have to be so quick in hitting this shot. He knows now that player is on long, and he's actually going to try and defuse it with such low HP? No way. Another cloudburst down, and he's... Oh! That was so close! On 10 health? Because when you're playing against a Jet and an Omen, they can obviously get by those with their Shadow Step, with their updraft. And you want to be able to hear the sound cue. So Magnum sticking close means that that flank is secured. As secure as can be. And it's a mistake that I think you'll see in like matchmaking and even some teams where they will kind of forget that some people can... They won't forget. They know that they can go past them, but in the moment, they don't think of it so proactively.
Question here is AvovA looking to actually hold on to this Spectre? I would assume no. So it's just going to try and be some extra pieces of damage, but they get absolutely nothing. A perfect anti-eco from Fnatic.
And it looks like the response from G2 is instantly to fight for short. They're grouped up as 2, but they lose the first, and Koldamenta manages to trade it out. He takes Magnum, destroys the ult of Phoenix, then destroys Phoenix, and this is now doable for G2. They have a flank on Sage. Sage needs to survive here to get the res in, but it doesn't look like she will. Boaster is waiting for it this whole time. No, Sage has managed to sneak down onto short. How has this happened? Nukkye's there, getting the kill, walling up, and popping a res. It's a 2v1. Boaster's behind, but Nukkye suspects it at this point, imagining a player will have fallen. Oh, Mixwell. Oh, Mixwell. Oh, that was almost an NA play there. And now you're in trouble, Boaster. There's the first. A fight versus Nukkye. Not an easy 1v1 to win by any stretch of the imagination. And Nukkye shows you exactly why.
Slightly weaker weaponry for Mixwell, and that headshot doesn't actually garner a kill. It leaves them into a 4 versus 3. Fnatic in the driver's seat once again. After plants available, but AvovA, he's already picked off one, and as they peek, the flash will blind another. Still, it's left all onto Nukkye. We know what he could do in these scenarios, but he can't close out Derke this time.
And yeah, just going for a couple of pistols. They're fighting for OT. 3 consecutive rounds is definitely doable. But not very oh my god, Keloqz.
What just happened?
They recover that fumble, but I don't... How did he hit 2 shots that quickly? Oh no! Oh no! In the corner, Mixwell's got 2! It's all down to Mislic. The shock dart is good for damage, but not a kill. Another on its way, but I think it will meet the same fate. In fact, completely avoided for no reason. He's on his way to second mid to see what's going on. AvovA's ready, though. Flicking over just in time. And 10 on the board in the most unlikely. It wasn't me. I didn't open my mouth. Tombas. Doma rushing in here. Oh, he's been spotted, but Doma's seen him too. And with the ult, you're happy to take that fight, even though you know you'll get traded, sort of. The ult is taken down, but the man advantage remains for a moment. Keloqz has spidey senses on that one. I don't even think he expected him to be there, more so just a very quick reaction.
For Fnatic to get the plant.
Oh, or so you would think. Mixwell quickly pouncing onto Derke. And AvovA's on the flank. Oh, he's moving around. This plant isn't going to be for him, though. He can't deny it, but he can get pretty close to them and catch Mislic afterwards, potentially. Mislic wisely going into the corner, and AvovA's just going to wait for Nukkye. Oh, he jumped. I don't think he meant to jump, but he did. And Mislic's heard it. Mislic knows that AvovA's here. I'm not quite sure why he did that. And now on the way through, he's going to be in a little bit of trouble. Nukkye wants to try and help this one out, but AvovA wins the fight anyway. Smoke's going to go down, and Doma on the way gets spotted by Nukkye. It's 11-11 on the second map, with G2 pretty much positioned to take the lead at this point. And Tom, I'm processing it as much as I'm saying it. Fnatic might be in the lower bracket at this stage.
But the realization has come in that, okay, they're now going to plant on the other side, and wow, They don't have that lockdown anymore. They can't force them back. Instead, they'll go pushing through. Koldamenta, he's already going to manage one, but the pistol of Boaster, he's doing so much work with this frenzy. He's even going back for more, and he's going to get his third kill of the round. The dink onto Nukkye gives a good opportunity. Now the res is about to be used, but Mystic catches the timing. And now it's left into the 1 versus 1. Mixwell is going to use the turret, but it's actually been dodged, just about avoided, and Mixwell will hold on.
They've popped it. Magnum needs to hold on to control, or else they're going to be in trouble, because as he comes back through, Keloqz is just going to take him down. But what is that? Magnum manages to clock himself a 3K. It won't be enough, but that was with a Spectre up close, and they're all peeking him. That was insane. If he had an actual rifle, that was a Phantom, I think he wins it. But he's able to post up, his elbow spotted as he moves back to long. They know exactly where he is. The updraft from Keloqz, the dash back just about keeps him alive. Derke is still good for another, and with Mystic answering up, it looks like this round is going to Fnatic. A 1-round advantage and 1 more needed to take us to Icebox.
Well, we saw what he did in the first map.
Oh, well, you're seeing what he does in the start of this round as well. Koldamenta even gets that kill with the Odin. He's playing under heaven, long-range dueling with an Odin. What is going on? This is not how you play Valorant. Keloqz has got another, and Fnatic are on it. Look at this. He's just taking duels with it. What? Out he goes with the wolf, baiting for his team as they swing to get the kills. The camera will spot them just about the tips of their head. It's too late, you would think, but Magnum still gets away with a kill. Here comes Keloqz to finish him off, but Magnum has none of it. And now it leaves Nukkye all alone, desperately trying to recover a 1v4. His chances, well, the next to none. Oh, he's rolled himself in. Fantastic. And the shock dart to finish him. That was... What is this? I guess back in the day, people used to never play Jet. They used to play Rays with the operators. So maybe this is like, someday we'll be like, I remember we used to buy Phantoms and Vandals, but now it's all about the Odin.
Risk taken by Keloqz, trying to peek through the blaze to find out what's on the other side. I'm also wary the position of Magnum. Like, he's being a bit sneaky through the seaside. With players rotating, he could be the bane of their lives once again. Mixwell, he's just going to allow that. Okay, you know I'm here, but what are you going to do about it? How are you going to clear me off? And AvovA again, he's reading the situation correctly, not allowing for that swing, but he's going to be pressured. Even pre-fires onto Boaster. The instant headshot, and the time ticks away. AvovA is having a phenomenal map as he pulls off. He's looking to try and spam through those smokes. This is the plan all along. Deny them getting that defusal.
Tom, he dashed into the drone. He's actually died because of a drone, essentially. Anyways, we'll talk about it after. It's a 3v3, and the Odin, here it comes! Double kill from Koldamenta! And Mystic's all alone with 5 HP. Can it be the 3K for the Odin? It doesn't really matter, because it is the round. G2 have claimed the attacking side, even despite a bit of an awkward opening, having given away. That was, so this is, Keloqz went on site.
I said I'd call him a madman if he did it on the attack. Well, he did, and he made it work with a very well-set plan. And now they have the chance to finish this. Mixwell, he's going to peek through, and that could be it. A quick double to open up this round. He's been a bit quieter on this map, that's for sure. But those 2 kills could make the difference. He will eventually be traded out, though. Boaster has found one back in response. The heals will come through for Keloqz to give him a little bit extra in this fight.
About to come around the corner, his team primed to rush out onto the site, the shock darts to delay them. And here we go! Koldamenta taken down, but Keloqz answers back. Mystic trying to hold on to control. We'll get another, now dancing around the back of the site, but Nukkye is too quick. That is it. 16-14 with the defuse. G2 are absolutely dominating Fnatic. 2-0 in this series. They're back for their crown.
Oh my God. We spoke about